I've done a lot of bad things in my life. Things I'm not going to tell you. I mean, none of your business, really. Don't even start thinking about it. But I got to tell you that what bothers me the most out of all the things I do are mistakes I make as a teacher. Years and years ago, I used to work for the city here in Nagoya, and I was teaching the police. And while writing on the board, I mistakenly, I mistook the word, I don't remember which way it was, but can you hear that panting? That's Maggie, by the way. I mistook prosecution for persecution, or vice versa, I don't remember. And I was writing on the board, I think I was writing persecution, I meant to write prosecution, because I was teaching the police. You know, some of them were rather high level, but most of them. Yeah. But, one of the policemen said, I think you mean prosecution. And, it wasn't that there were that many people in the room, but I felt like such an idiot. And I remember that, and this must have been like 17 years ago, and I still remember that mistake. I remember little mistakes. I mean, I think when I'm teaching English, you know, I always encourage my students to, you know, hey, if I made a mistake, you know, please point it out. Don't be shy. Oh, I forgot something. At the beginning of this video, I meant to tell you the words teramakashi. Teramakashi? Teramakashi, yeah. Just try to remember that. Teramakashi. Just try to remember that. You'll know why later. So anyway, the reason I'm making this is, I guess this is not going to be so much. Okay, well, I made a video yesterday, you know, on Give Me a Flake Man. This is, I don't know where this video is going, but it's kind of a vlog, I guess. But at the same time, it's I guess you know, it's been bugging the hell out of me. It's such a tiny, stupid thing, but it's bugging the hell out of me. It's been bugging the hell out of me all day. Okay, so I'm back from Bali, not Bali. I keep saying Bali. I didn't even go to Bali. I mean, we flew through it, but I went to Lombok, and we had a great time. And you know, I'm putting up little videos one by one on Give Me a Break Man, and you know, I don't want to go over there. I don't want to go on Give Me a Break Man and make an announcement. Hey, I'm back, kind of crap. I just want to put up the videos to, I don't know, just to give the. I feel like if I put up the videos after I come back and hi, I'm back and here's some videos, it's kind of like showing your home movies. But if I kind of just put them out there, it looks kind of like you're broadcasting them live, so it's more interesting. You know, I'm hoping. But so what I've been using on Give Me a Flake Man to kind of help maintain the illusion, you know, not exactly alive, but just to make the videos more in the moment, you know, more current, is I've been using old video clips. And I was, you know, I'm back at work now and I'm catching up with work. So I'm pretty busy during the day, right? But I'm trying to, you know, I know that I just love the fact that you guys like the Give Me a Flake Man videos, you know, the lessons, you know, the Japanese for morons. I like it. I like the fact that you guys like them so much that I feel bad that I labeled it Japanese for morons. I should have labeled it like random Japanese lessons or something, or I don't know. But now I feel like, you know, I'm insulting you every time. So maybe that wasn't such a good name. But you know, I'm gonna stop at 100 and do something different. But I'll never stop actually. But I'll start new things at the same time. Start kind of layering lessons, you know, like different kind of lessons. So actually, that's something else I got to talk to you guys about. That's a little bit later though. But anyway, try to stay on track. So yeah, so Give Me a Flake Man. Yesterday, I did a lesson called like visiting the vet or something, and I was tired, and I was just putting up the lesson, and I was just typing out what I heard the woman in the video say. And I wasn't really thinking, to be honest, because, you know, I'm so confident in my language ability that I just thought my ears could hear what I was, you know, what they were hearing. And I heard the woman say, "Hasukashi dane." And that's wrong. I mean, that's just grammatically wrong. And I didn't even think about it. I didn't even consider the possibility that that's wrong. It's impossible. She must have been saying, you know, and of course I got Betamax. No, it's not Betamax's fault, but I've got Betamax's music playing, and I guess I must have just thought dane, because dane is a kind of very common ending here, but you can't put dane at the end of an ikeoshi adjective, and hasukashi is an ikeoshi adjective, and someone, I forgot, a Yukigami, I forgot their name, I'll put him in the sidebar, but he said his profile page says he's only 15, and maybe maybe it's a mistake, or maybe he's just a, you know, I don't know, smart 15-year-old kid from Japan who noticed that mistake. But anyway, he wasn't mean. He pointed out. He said, you know, that's grammatically incorrect. I thought, yeah, you know, you're right. And but I listened to it again. I actually even showed it to a couple people, and a couple people said, oh, well, you know, Japanese make mistakes too. And I'm thinking, maybe they're Korean or maybe they're Chinese. And I showed it to a couple of people at work, a couple of students and a coworker. And they were like, oh, no, they're saying, hasukashi koto dane or something. They were adding words to it that were impossible because there just weren't enough sounds coming out of the woman's mouth to justify or to fill in what they were thinking she must have been saying, right? So then I came home, because, you know, I was showing them the video off YouTube. So I came home and I went to the original, which I have here on my home computer, and and this is such a petty thing that it bothers me that it's bothering me. But this is something my brother does all the time. But I took out Betamax's sound and I pushed up the volume all the way, and apparently she's saying hasukashi kane, which is like, maybe, you know, maybe hasukashi means, you know, I'm embarrassed, and she's talking about her chihuahua. And you can tell I was tired because if you were paying attention when I uploaded that video, I spelled chihuahua wrong, and I know how to spell chihuahua. You know, H-U-A at the end. I just put it H-A at the end. But you know, it ticks me off when I see other people make really basic spelling mistakes. And for me to do it, and to be a teacher, there's just no excuse. And of course, when I realized that, you know, it wasn't my mishearing, it was just, well, of course I was mishearing it, but it was also because just the sound was bad, and I was, I guess, in such a hurry to get a video up, and I wanted to use the dog video, you know, the clip that I took of the woman talking, because I wanted to use random scenes of people just talking naturally in conversation, not just me, not a you know, what's the word, I forget, but a contrived setting, or a contrived, you know, or fake conversation. You know, it's like, hi, my name is, you know, and what's your name? What did you do yesterday? You know, that kind of stuff that they do in all language school. So anyway, I made a mistake. And you know, the funny thing is that it wasn't even the point of the video. The whole point of the video was just to show you guys the expression "kyomi ga aru," you know, which means I'm interested in. So, watashi wa, you know, Hello Kitty ni kyomi ga arimasu, which would mean I'm interested in Hello Kitty, which is a really stupid sentence to make, but you understand. Or let me say, just pick a book. Watashi wa nihongo ni kyomi ga arimasu. So a sentence like that, or the opposite, watashi wa nihongo ni kyomi ga nai, or kyomi ga arimasen, which would mean I'm not interested in that in Japanese language. So that was actually the point of the whole lesson, and I can't believe I spoke 9 minutes on something that's so tiny. It's really just been bothering me, you know. That's a little thing. So my point is, I guess, that, you know, and you know, it's hard, language. It's hard. Even though I've been doing it for almost 18 years now. It'll be 18 years next month. I've been here in this country. I still make mistakes, of course. You know, and I guess about 12, 13 years ago, I used to make this mistake all the time. Tsugi, get in the Japanese. Tsugi no kado ni migi o magatte kudasai. And it should be tsugi no kado o migi ni magatte kudasai. I think. I'm confused. But the point is, I hope I did that right this time. The point is, it's tsugi no kado, not ni, but o. That's the point. Tsugi no kado o migi ni magatte. Yeah, that's right. And you know, honestly, it took me, I think, 500 repetitions to figure that out. I mean, I knew it, and every time I made that mistake, and you know, my ex-girlfriend at the time used to point it out to me, I'd be like, God, what a moron! You know, why can't I remember this? And you know, there is no answer. I mean, honestly, language is not about intelligence. It really isn't. I mean, we all like to think we're smarter than the average bear, and of course, some of us are, and some of us aren't. But yeah, you know, language is really hard. So for all you guys out there, you know, studying, just keep at it, and you will have days like this where you're just like, you just can't believe how much you suck. And you'll have other days where you're just like amazed that you understand and you could communicate so well. So it's an up and down thing. It's not like mathematics or science where you build and you know, it just seems to logically improve. I guess, I mean, maybe that's an ignorant way to think about science or math. But with language, it's really just, you just gotta keep putting the time in again and again, and eventually you'll get it. You know, eventually you'll be able to say "tsugi no kado wo migi ni magatte kudasai" without stumbling, like I can do now. I think. Well, at least I know I'm making a mistake these days. Yeah, and actually that's a really important point I try to teach my students when I'm teaching English. You know, I teach them, try to find your mistakes, and we're all one of the things we do in classes is put out, you know, bad sentences. I give them lists of bad sentences and say, let's fix these, you know, to make sure so they can identify their own mistakes. Or when they make a mistake, I say, you made a mistake, can you fix it? And often they can, and it's great. So learning a language is hard, and at the beginning of this, well, near the beginning of this video, I asked you to remember an expression. How many of you can remember it? If you could, then I hate you and I want to punch you in a jugular, unless you're a woman, in case I'd like to just torture you with my slobbery kiss or something. I don't know. Somehow punish you. But no, so if you could remember, great, congratulations. I hate you. But if you couldn't remember it, that expression, teramakashi, means thank you. And it's an expression I learned in Indonesia. And it took me literally like 20 or 30 times. And, you know, I learned it a couple times, and I was like, by the third or fourth time, I could not believe that I couldn't remember it. You know, I was like, what the hell's wrong with me? My wife could remember it, but I couldn't remember it. At the end of it, finally, I could remember it. At the very, you know, towards the end of the trip, you know, teramakashi, and everyone would answer sama-sama, which is pretty cool. So teramakashi is thank you, and I guess sama-sama must mean don't worry about it. Could mean go get screwed for all I know, but I guess I'll never know, because that's all I learned. I did learn one other expression, sagat mahal, which means too expensive. I forgot cheap already. What was cheap? Cheap. Yoko, how do you say cheap in Indonesian? Oh, yeah. Muda. See? How can she remember that? Oh, well. Alright. So that's my emo I suck vlog for my Give Me Flake Man loyal subscribers. I gotta tell you guys, I really appreciate all the views and comments, and yeah. And I'm glad to be back, and I'll be making more videos, and maybe they'll be contrived, but at least they'll be correct, and it won't have to rely on bad sound and, you know, forcing myself to use clips that I, you know, videotaped, you know, months ago. So I'm taking down that video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're watching this video and you don't know what I'm talking about, it's because I took down that video. I'm taking down that video. But the clips I'm sure I'll put in this video, and I'll put up another video explaining all that crap later. But, oh, and one more last thing. If anyone got this far and you don't realize this yet, Give Me Flake Man, by the way, the new policy on this channel, it's just going to be for I'm just going to be making Japanese for morons and Japanese related language learning videos and Japanese culture things and some things that are interesting. I will, of course, do my best to make the videos on here as interesting as possible so you can learn something. And those of you who are not interested in the language, just click on the video, and I'll always put at the end, S4M. I'll put some notice, and you'll be able to tell if it's a language video or not. And even like if you guys didn't see the what's it called, the Michael Jackson video, that's a really funny video. Even if you have no interest in the language, it's a hilarious video. So I will continue to put up videos and do my best to make them entertaining, even if you're not interested in the language. But if you're really completely not interested in Japanese and you only sub to hear me rant, then feel free to unsub. It's not, no hard feelings, really. Give Me a Break Man will be doing the new just so you guys know, the new policy is Give Me a Break Man will be doing more video responses to general people, but people who I really want to I want to help, get it to good people or issues that are important. But really, losers or jerks or insignificance or videos that I make that are so bad, when I'm just ranting when I really have no valid argument, will be on Gimme Drama Man. And don't expect too many videos on there, but yeah, when I just want to be a jerk and just let off some steam, I'll be on Gimme Drama Man. So feel free to unsub this channel and go over there if that's the only reason you came onto this channel for. I'm actually thinking of privatizing the drama videos that are on this channel because they're kind of confusing to new people. So for anyone new, this channel is only for Japanese language. In the future, there will be many more Japanese language videos on here, and Japanese. I will make responses to other Japanese vloggers, like regarding racism or whatever issues we gaijin living in Japan deal with. I will continue to do those. I slurred my words as if I was drunk, but I'm not. But I'm thinking about getting one, so maybe maybe my mind's like getting ready. So anyway, if you got to the end of this video, all I gotta say is teramakashi, and you should write in the comments what. See if you remember. If you do, you'll know. Or you can just say I forgot. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Hey, look at Joe. Hey, look at Joe. Hey, look at Joe. お名前はココ。ココちゃん。お名前は何1キロかな。ココくらいかな。ココちゃん。何1キロかなくらいかな。